mouth is a house where your teeth all live, and they deserve the very best care that you can give. 'Cause if you don't, there isn't any doubt it won't be fun when one by one your teeth will all move out. So brush your teeth, please do it. Brush them night and day. The very best care will keep them there and they'll never, never move away.
Hey guys, you're watching For a Couple of Gays with Chentel and Carrie.
It must be Monday.
Okay, so this week's topic is, it is show the city that you live in. You can show whatever you want, and just to make it, I guess, to where everybody knows what's going on in your town. Here's White Rock Lake. That's all you're gonna get with the lake.
Oh, there's a little bit of open up here, but this is the one everybody comes to walk the trails and ride their bikes around.
Trails.
You cannot swim in it. It has alligator gar in it, so you cannot swim. You will get bitten by the fish. It's a sailboating lake and a sightseeing lake, and you walk and ride your bikes and run. And there's a marathon that goes around it every year, the White Rock Marathon.
But it's really, really pretty and fun to walk around, and pretty.
People doing yoga on the shores. And
yeah, I used to go to a class that my friend did. She instructed on White Rock Lake, right up on the shoreline. Alright, so this is Swiss Avenue. It's one of the most famous streets in Dallas because of the millionaires that live here, as you can see in these houses. Swiss Avenue. So you may be wondering why we're just showing you some of the things just in our car, because it would take a long time to get out of the car every time and show you. So we've only chosen just a few things to get out of the car for. We are near in the Greenville kind of area, Knox Henderson area. Those three streets are filled with lots of restaurants, bars, and shops, which is mainly
what Dallas is.
What Dallas is. Mainly, I say that is it, what Dallas is.
Yeah, we have more retail and restaurant per square mile than any other city in the country.
A beautiful skyline, lots of restaurants and bars.
And retail.
And retail. Yeah,
more retail than anywhere else.
So that's why there's not a ton to show you guys. But if you like,
it's just, all of it would take 3 days to do and cost us money everywhere. Like we could go to Heritage Village, and we could go to Arboretum, and we could go to the Dallas Zoo.
What's Heritage Village?
It's a pioneer village. We could go to the Arboretum, we could go to the zoo, we could go to, I don't know, whatever. But
yeah, but that's not showing the city. That's showing
places in the city.
Places in the city, and this week's topic is showing your city. So if you like cement,
yeah, then you would love Dallas.
Would love Dallas.
Yeah, if you like cement and flat lands.
So we're at Hunky's, which is one of the biggest or best hamburger places in the neighborhood. Even the straight people come here to just have a burger, right?
Oh yeah, it's a great burger.
Yeah, it's a cute little cafe thing. So anyways, that's one of the best places to eat in the neighborhood. Okay, you ready? Okay, so this is Sue Ellen's. It looks cooler inside. There's like laser lights and everything. We're not gonna pay to get inside. Oh, you don't? But anyways, there's not even a sign out in front of Sue Ellen's, which kind of sucks. They moved us. We were over, well, we'll show you where we were before. We had a patio and everything. It was so much better. I mean, now there's 2 levels, but we're also hidden behind like the street and
Well,
no sign or anything. That's what we get.
It's a really nice bar.
Yeah,
it's just
it
gone
is.
from a laid-back lesbian bar to Dallas girl lesbian bar.
Yeah, but it's really cool inside. So anyways, that's Sue Ellen, and this is a boy bar, but a lot of lesbians go here.
Not really a lot.
Well, some lesbians go here, and including straight people, because it's probably one of the best dancing bars.
Not this one.
JR's?
This is JR's Bar and Grill.
Oh, what am I thinking?
I'm thinking of S4 around the corner.
Oh, S4. Okay, we'll show you S4. That's one of the dancy bars. JR's is just a boy bar, basically. Yeah. So it's JR.
Bar and Grill, and it's mostly guys that go there and hang out.
It's named JR and Sue Ellen right next to each other because
Of the Dallas TV show, Dallas. JR and Sue Ellen Ewing. JR
Yeah.
and Sue Ellen's.
So there is some restaurants down there, a couple sex toy shops, of course, and
That's our Cuban bar in Havana. They have live Cuban music and stuff.
oh yeah, isn't that where for some reason a lot of like female impersonator and transgender people go?
Yeah.
Oh, that's for some reason a lot of the crowd there.
About right here starts S4. And it's going to continue on for quite a ways.
And you usually stand in a line where we're at right now.
It goes all the way around to where Sue Ellen's was, all the way
Yeah.
down and around the corner to get in here.
It takes forever to get in here. So it's S4. This is what I was talking about. That's probably the best dance club, what, in Dallas?
Oh yeah.
There's like lots of floors and they put on lots of different types of shows.
Yeah. So
And
it's a two-story.
yeah,
With
straight people go,
with a
lesbians.
balcony, and then yeah, tons of straight people, gay people, queens, everybody. There's also a back two-story place, patio that's multi-level, and the Rose Room is in here upstairs where the drag shows are every week.
Yeah.
And in this building, TMC, which stands for the Throckmorton Mining Company, because that street right there, I don't know if you can see it, says Throckmorton. This is the old Sue Ellen's. And where Sue Ellen's is now used to be TMC, and they switched.
Yeah, which we like this place better, I think.
Yeah,
It has a patio back there. And
TMC is the bear bar, and they call it the mining company. There's no light that goes inside it, and it's like being in a mine all the way to the inside. But the guys that go here are super awesome. Bears. They all do, however, get the best patio
I know.
space ever. I have listened to Miss Deborah Vial sing her guts out on the stage many a night. I miss that tremendously. Please move back from Maui. Probably never going to happen.
But we could move there.
We could move there.
There, gay boy stores, mainly.
The now world famous Roundup Saloon, the country and western gay dance bar, which Miss Khloe Kardashian came and danced at when she lived here in Dallas.
Yes. You'll hear the country music coming out.
I love this bar. If you've never seen two great big hunky cowboys with their cowboy hats and their tight wranglers dancing with each other, you ain't lived. It's a fun bar.
I have to admit, it is a fun bar. I don't like country music at all, but they don't always steadily play country music. But it's a good bar. All right, is that the neighborhood? Yep. And I think someone asked me what kind of car I drive. I drive a Scion XD, right? Scion XD. And her name is Papoose. All right, in the car. Oh, and another thing we forgot to show on that same side with the Roundup as we're leaving. There are some more gay boy underwear shops.
Everything over here except
With some cool
right there.
pride wings. Do you see those wings real quick? Woo! Not wings you eat, but wings like bird feather wings and rainbow pride. Here's our favorite restaurant, Cosmic Cafe. Look how cool it is. Oh my god, I love it. So cool, right?
Yep.
hungry for it, like every day.
Yeah, I do love that place.
Here's a view. We're in downtown. Just some of the buildings. It's kind of a pretty...
That building right there, that one looks like a triangle on top, is the one that they show at the beginning of the TV show Dallas.
Yep.
Boom, 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 boom.
There's the 6th floor museum, and this is the building that on the 6th floor is where
Lee Harvey Oswald was
considered that he shot the president from there, right?
correct.
They don't have all proof.
Well, there's always going to be conspiracy theorists, but most people accept the fact that it was him that shot him and from where he shot. So we'll show you right where that was.
Yes. But if you're talking about...
If you go on this tour, you won't believe it was him by himself.
No. Because... Well, and if you watch any documentary on it also...
My name is Ron Washington, 22 years of research in the Kennedy assassination. Got a chance to help Mr. Oliver Stone, Mr. Robert Groden with the movie JFK. I'm on the internet, see Ron Washington, tourdealyplowyoutube.com. I'm going to give these ladies a quick review of what happened that day.
Okay.
The window is the second one from the top. Looks like it's open. Formerly the school book depository, now called the Dallas County Administration. The motorcade, ladies and gentlemen, came from between those two buildings, Main. The original route was to go straight down Main, as shown here. Instead, they made a right on Houston, a two-way at the time, now one-way, then a left coming down M. There's two white exits in the street out here. Let's take a look at it right quick. Turning that corner, coming down. You can see him here grasping his throat. He's hit. Jackie's catching his arm. See the pillar, door opening and tree. Here's the pillar. There's the door opening. There's the tree. He's just past that pillar. So the first X out there in the street represents the throat shot.
I don't know if you can see the
second one
X.
down there represents the head shot shown here. Everything you're looking at today is the same as it was that day, with the exception. You won't see the Hertz Chevrolet sign on top of the building. This triple sign here was not here. And this fire escape is no longer on the building across the street. And these shutter blinds are no longer on the bottom of the building. Look right here, ladies. All of this is the WPA project, Roosevelt administration, in memory of Mr. Dealey, the guy over there on the statue. He's part founder of Dallas, Texas. He put the first general store and post office here. He also owned the Dallas Morning News, which his family still owns today.
Okay.
But this is the view you would have had from that window that day. See how small the trees are?
Yes.
Look across the street at that one.
Okay.
Not in any history books. Oswald's original race report, military background. The rifle supposedly used and the pistol he did shoot Officer Tippett. Not in any history books. The wanted for treason sign, which was not true. And the War Commission, which found no evidence. Shows Ruby shooting Oswald. Oswald being arrested. But the most important, ladies and gentlemen, not in any history books, A through Q named the 16 witnesses that testified they saw the gunman behind that fence. 7 of them were mysteriously killed within 39 months. This is what the Oliver Stone, Kevin Costner movie is all about. What happened up in that window is not true. Scientifically, it tells us any type gun that we shoot, small entry, large exit. Had it came from the back, like the War Commission said, it would have blew the front of his head out.
Right.
But the autopsy photograph showed the back of his head out. Only a decoy. If you put yourself in the position of being up in that window, first of all, you wouldn't have had your rifle sticking out the window for everyone to see it. Secondly, most people don't realize presidential motorcades never make 90-degree turns. Why? Slows them down to almost a complete stop. So if you're in that window with the rifle with the scope on it, your kill shot was coming straight at you. Target practice. You could have hit him on the toe, on the knee, between the eyes. He made another complete stop right in front of you. You could have blown his head off. But in a 21 gun salute, you can shoot 21 guns at the same time. How many shots you going here?
One.
Case closed.
Awesome. Awesome.
Go over there and show the window. I'm
Okay.
gonna get in there.
So we're going over, I hope you could hear all that because he was great. The actual window will be not the one on the very top of the building, but this one right here. The one on the right, second one down. It appears from down here to be open, but that's just because that's the way it was the day of the shooting. There's actually glass behind it. And when you go up there, there's actually glass all the way around that whole window section that they use as part of the tour. The area that you see in front of us is the grassy knoll.
Any type gun.
We're about to go there and explore.
Large exit. And it came from the back, like the War Commission said. It would have blew the front of his head out. 16 different doctors testified they treated front-inch wound. The only somebody could get away with something like this would be the people who had the authority to change things. The government, CIA, FBI. These are the original autopsy photographs.
Oh my gosh.
This is the most sought after book on the Kennedy assassination. Gives you 23 different topics, 380 colorful photographs. What the Kennedy assassination is all about. You heard people say the Bay of Pigs, Fidel Castro, communism in Russia, and civil rights with Martin Luther King, Federal Reserve, he wouldn't reprint the money.
Right.
6 months prior to Kennedy's assassination and coming to Dallas, he had signed the papers pulling out of the Vietnam War. Most people in the United States can't tell you who owned the biggest part of the defense contract at the time.
I don't know.
Lady Bird Johnson. Family.
What?
Evidence of the Oswald innocent, he was given a prerequisite test upon his arrest. He didn't shoot a rifle that day, so he was not the guy in the window. Evidence of the conspiracy through Jackie herself, own testimony. And the cover-up with Johnson. This is the most sought after book on the Kennedy assassination.
Okay, so we are now in what is considered the grassy knoll, and these cars coming down the street here is the direction that Kennedy's car was coming. Beforehand, this one-way street in front of us that goes to the right was a two-way street, so he was actually coming this way and then made a 90-degree turn and came this way, and as he got to right here, you can see the X here in the street. I'm not going to walk out there, this is a very busy thoroughfare, but that is where the neck shot happened. And I will walk this little bit of space here to show you just how far apart the shots were from neck to head. And here you see the second X. This X marks the spot of what is considered the fatal shot that struck President Kennedy in the head and killed him. From there, the motorcade races off down this curve and underneath this bridge and straight to Parkland Hospital, which is what you'll see in all of the historical footage. The area behind us, you'll also recognize as the grassy knoll. This is where in all the pictures people are laying on top of their children, trying to protect them from gunfire. And as we look back, the building on the left is the school book depository. I wish this camera would zoom while we were in film mode, but it will not. But again, on the very top, right there, should be right there, in that end window, second from the top. Okay, now that the traffic's kind of died down here in the grassy knoll up on the fence line, is where I think it was 16 people, no, 39 people. No, 16 people testified that they saw the gunman running from this area, which would make sense since the bullet went in the front of his head and not the back. Out of those 16 people, 7 of them were mysteriously killed within the first 39 months after the assassination. So there it is. That building in front of us is the old Red Courthouse. That is the original courthouse here for Dallas, Texas. And here is the big ball that is synonymous with the Dallas skyline and Hyatt Hotel. So as we said on the way out here, we'll try to do this quick before the next bunch of cars comes. We are showing you where probably the most tragic event in Dallas history happened, and not to sensationalize it, but just to bring awareness to, yes, and acknowledge the fact that this is where such a travesty took place. And we would not want to, what's the word? Use it as a way to sensationalize. We're not trying to sensationalize what happened here, but it is a historical record and historical fact, and I hate to know that my hometown is most known for the Dallas Cowboys and the place where we kill presidents. That's not Dallas, Texas. It just happened to happen here. And ask anybody that lives here, and the very first thing they'll say is that it's our deepest regret that something like that happened in our town. I don't know if you can hear the bells, but you should be able to. Well, there was only 6, so it is 6 o'clock in Dallas.
If you can listen to it while she's talking.
Yep. So here is we're at the JFK Memorial Plaza, and this is the memorial. The joy and excitement John Fitzgerald Kennedy's life belonged to all men. So did the pain and sorrow of his death. When he died on November 22nd, 1963, shock and agony touched the human conscience throughout the world. In Dallas, Texas, there was a special sorrow. The young president died in Dallas. The death bullets were fired 200 yards west of this site. This memorial, designed by Philip Johnson, was erected by the people of Dallas. Thousands of citizens contributed support, money, and effort. It is not a memorial to the pain and sorrow of death, but stands as a permanent tribute to the joy and excitement of one man's life, John Fitzgerald Kennedy's life. With his name on a stone in the middle.
It's strange. It's just a box, a wall. Is that weird?
Yeah, I don't get art either, but I think it's sweet.
But when it's not a box.
So what we're going to do now, this is the Bank of America building. It's the tallest building in downtown. To most people it's known as the Big Green Building, so if you ever see pictures of the Dallas skyline and there's a building lined in neon green lights, that's that building right there. We're going to walk down and show you the old jailhouse where Jack Ruby was killed by Lee Harvey, or let me try that again, where Lee Harvey Oswald was killed by Jack Ruby. Okay, so there's the Pegasus on top of the building. Here's the building. So this is the old Dallas Municipal Building. It's now where they do court cases for like traffic tickets. But when Lee Harvey Oswald was arrested by the police and was brought to jail, this is the jail in which he was brought. It is also when they were getting ready to transport him, Jack Ruby walked right past the press, walked right past the police, walked right up to Lee Harvey Oswald and shot him dead inside this building. My dad was here that night. I'll tell you all that story a different time. But he was here the night that happened and in that room. Also, the 5th floor, there's a basement to this, so the elevator is mysteriously haunted in this building. Many people will attest to it, and the entire 5th floor is completely and utterly spooky. So Stanley Marcus is the founder of Neiman Marcus, and this, in downtown Dallas, is the very first Neiman Marcus ever. This is their flagship store.
There's also another pretty cool area that we won't be able to get to go to called the Bishop Arts District. It's a very artsy kind of neighborhood, part of Dallas. Got lots of
that's one place we didn't even go in downtown, was the Arts District downtown.
Oh,
but it's
yeah.
way over there, and we didn't have time to walk over there. Where the National Sculpture Center is and the Art Museum.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool area. Anyways, Bishop Arts District is just an artsy neighborhood, full of shops and cool little things, and yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's a historical district that the gays actually started the revitalization of there in Oak Cliff, and the town's really taken to it and kind of brought it back to life. It's pretty neat.
So now we're going to, since we're pretty pooped, we walked I don't know how many miles downtown.
Several.
We're gonna drive you through Deep Ellum.
Yeah, here it is on the other side of this bridge.
Yes. Alright, so it's just kind of like, kind of a cool little place with cool little shops and tattoo shops and restaurants, and
it used to be the place to go to for live music, and it was a very art-centered area, and tattoos and live music in every one of these little bars. And since then has kind of fallen by the wayside, but it's in the middle of a revitalization also, so this is another area of town that should be coming back strong.
yeah. Okay, so here is kind of the skyline, a little bit of downtown. It's not dark yet, so it's not lit up, but a nice little sunset behind it. We'll insert a picture of what it looks like when it's dark and all lit up and really, really pretty. Hopefully I can find a recent picture of the new added Omni Hotel lights and of the, what's the ball?
Reunion Tower?
The Reunion Tower, which is the ball, that how they changed the, it was just all like white lights, and now they changed it to different kind of colors and patterns and things, so I'll insert a picture right here. Okay, so there are probably a good handful of things we didn't mention, like farmer's market area, which is kind of close to Deep Ellum. It's probably one of the best farmers markets that I've ever seen or been to. And there's a section where you kind of veer off, and it's got plants, and this time of year, tons of pumpkins and everything, and it's really, really, really fun. But on a Monday, it's not the funnest, so we didn't show it. But I'm sure we've forgotten to mention several different places that are beautiful and nice to see in Dallas. So we're on our way home, and we're going to rest. Carrie's back probably doesn't feel too great walking around downtown, so we're gonna get her drugged up. And we also have 2 dog pickups. So we've been watching 2 little Jack Russells, Daphne and Lucy, and their mom is picking them up shortly. And then Henry is back with us again. If you watch our personal vlog, you know who Henry is. Look for the vlog, Oh Henry.
Oh, Henry.
Oh Henry. Yeah, so when we get home, I'm gonna tape a little bit of the dogs so you can see them, and then we'll be able to end our video. Okay? Alright, so we just got home. The pugs are in the cage. I just wanted to show you Daphne. Lucy! Here's Lucy. And here's Henry. Hi, Henry! 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 Hi, Henry! Hi, Henry! Oh my goodness. Oh, Henry! What? What is all the What is it? Get her! Did you hear him bark? Let's get these pugs out. Oh dear. Huh? Oh, okay. Oh, it's so loud. I'm so sorry. Alright. Alright, we say goodbye. Goodbye and good night.
Hey, you!